Hello everybody, this is Mr. DSR Review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a DSR application called Puzzle League Express, which is available for 500 points from the DSI shop. Now, of course, as the title can tell you, it's another puzzle game, and I sure do seem to review a lot of these. As you'll notice, when you start out, it actually has the side view, kind of like a book, but for recording purposes, I'm going to be using it like this. You can go into the options and change the actual holding style. So I'm just going to change it to horizontal real quick. The vertical style is, of course, the default. So then you got yourself a tutorial mode, just to learn the controls and stuff, a single player mode, and, well, you just saw options. So let's dive right into single player. Here you'll find 4 modes: score, attack, endless, clear, and versus computer. Endless is just endless. You just earn as many points as you can before you finally lose or give up. Score attack is the same idea, but you only have 2 minutes. Then clear is you have to, well, there's this line called the clear line, or the clear marker, and you have to try and clear all the little blocks above that line. And then versus computer is just, well, facing the computer. I guess I'll just show that off for the purpose of this video. Now, this is probably my favorite mode. It's got 3 difficulties: beginner, normal, and hard. Then 10 stages, and I believe they get progressively harder after a bit. Items, which you can turn on or off. There are a variety of different items that each have their own effects. You might get to see some. And it definitely does make the game much more interesting. And then you can choose the style of the blocks. My favorite style is this one right here. So I'll quickly show off a bit of what a typical game might look like. I personally prefer to hold it from the side. And anyway, here you have the blocks, and you can control it with the stylus or with the buttons. Obviously, just touching something with the stylus will move the little cursor or the D-pad. And then if you press A or B, you'll switch, or if you use the stylus and just move it left and right. Personally find that a bit easier. And then your goal is to make matches of 3 or more if you can. And more is, of course, always worth more points. And occasionally, like you might have seen right there, the game will give you a quick hint on how to make like a little chain, which are worth more points and stuff in score mode, and can help you a bit more in versus the computer. Takes a little bit to get used to, but it's actually pretty fun. I'm just gonna see. This also raises the little bar. There we go. Here's some items. Maybe this can get interesting finally. There we go. There's that item. It'll clear the screen of some of the other colors, bringing it down to 3. Making it much easier to get high chains and stuff. This right here, I believe that puts a big block on some of the opponent's blocks. Fire, at least it looks like fire, is actually a very good one. And it allows you to infinitely build up your combo until that ends. So it's actually extremely useful. And, you know, and so on and so on. And when the blocks reach the top, that's when you either win or you lose. Score, attack, and endless are basically the same thing, just endless. Clear is a little bit different. I'll show that off real quick. Right here you'll notice there's a little clear line. So we just gotta clear all those blocks. It's actually really easy, especially in the beginning. And ta-da, we win. It's a pretty good game. The average The average gamer may not enjoy this quite as much, as to really get the big chains and combos, you really have to kind of think about it, and think about what's going to happen next, and after that, and after that, and after that. But even if you don't feel like doing that, it's still a pretty fun game. One thing that I really feel it's missing, though, is a multiplayer mode over DS download play. Now, I mean, for example, Paper Airplane didn't have that, but it still had a hot seat multiplayer mode. But I mean, it was only a 200-point game. This is a 500-point game. So I think it really should have some form of multiplayer mode. Even if you just take turns on Endless or something, it should have some form of multiplayer mode. But other than that, it's actually a pretty good application. The graphics are pretty nice. Music and sounds are okay, I guess. The sounds are pretty good. Music could be better. The actual gameplay is pretty good, and replay value is not too bad either. It's also pretty good. That's really all I can say about it. Like I said, it feels like it's missing something. Like it's almost like it's not complete, kind of like art style Precipice. But anyway, I guess that ends off this review. So if you like this review, please rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next review.